Aw.
Yeah.
They'll
If
feel
you're a
left
student,
out.
we feel sorry for you.
Because it's a good learning tool, I think. I think it helps y'all learn by asking you questions.
Yeah.
And that's when they table class.
And you know, now, not only your Latin students, like if you put it on YouTube, like anyone can learn Latin now. Or they can learn Sum and Possum.
Okay, now we'll do the imperfect tense. Imperfect tense is really easy. You just take the imperfect tense of sum and you put POT in front of it. So we'll have poteram, poteras, poterat, poteramus, poteratus, and poterant. So if you know that the imperfect tense of sum is aram, aras, arat, aramus, aratus, arant, then you know that the imperfect tense of possum is poteram, poteras, poterat, poteramus, poteratus, poterant. Yes?
How are these defined?
You would say, I was able, you were able, he, she, or it was able, we were able, y'all were able, and they were able. Okay, so Jordan, can you tell me how you would say they were able?
Poteron.
And Jason, can you tell me what poteras means? And Seth, can you tell me what poterant means?
They were able.
They were able, yes. And Matthew, can you tell me how you would say we were able? Poteramus. Now, I'm going to be tricky here. And Cole, can you tell me how to say they will be?
They will be. Yes, I can do that. It is erunt.
Erunt is correct. Jason, can you tell me how to say you plural were? You were, not were able. No, but I'm not using this verb. I'm being tricky. I'm using another verb. I'm just saying you were. You plural were. Eratus, yeah. Dylan, can you tell me how to say you singular are?
You singular R. Sum.
No? That's I am.
S.
S, yes. Okay, so that's the imperfect tense. Now we'll do the future tense. And we'll see, just like the imperfect tense, this one is really easy. You just take the forms of the future tense of sum and you stick POT in front of it. So we'll have potero, which means I will be able. Poteris, which means you will be able. Poterit, which means he, she, or it will be able. Poterimus, which means we will be able. Poteritus, which means you plural will be able. And poterunt, which means they will be able. Now, as y'all know, you're going to have a quiz on this later, but what should you do anytime I introduce new forms?
Memorize.
Yeah, go ahead and start memorizing them. And if you just do it as soon as you put them out there, if you go home that night and you memorize them and then you review them the next night, and then if you review them the next night, by the time the quiz comes, you're already going to know them and you won't have to study because you'll already know them. So just review a little bit every night. So we are going to have a quiz on this early next week, the forms of sum and possum, but I think y'all will all do well on it because you seem to all know them. The only tricky part is remembering which form goes with which meaning. I mean, you can now all say sum ss, sum ss to sum, but what does that mean? So you have to make sure you know that. Okay, what I want y'all to do now is get out your workbooks and open them up to drill 10, and start with drill 10, and then I'm going to get your quizzes
I'm
back.
not sure that was included in that little chunk.
It was not included in that little chunk that I